it to my like my podcast later, but it's gonna be live on my YouTube already. I'm finna start right now. Put it to my like, welcome back to PolePoliticking.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, this is another special episode of Wrestling underscore hip hop. I'm here with Jordan Cruz. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Just hanging out. How you doing?
I'm great, man. So I read you a Marine.
Yeah, man. At least I used to be. Well, once a Marine, always a Marine. But yeah, I got out June of last year, and since then it's kind of just been wrestling and kind of just doing my thing.
So you was in for 4 years?
I was in for 5.
Okay. Where was you stationed?
Camp Pendleton almost the whole time. Uh, I spent a little time in Virginia, but other than that, I spent almost my whole career on the West Coast, which I'm very fortunate for.
Yeah, I actually live right by the back gate. I live over there by, that Popeyes and that 7-Eleven.
Exactly where that is.
Yeah, I live right over there, so I'm in the cut. So how did you get involved with wrestling? Like even like take us back to like your early memories when you was a child.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, I started out getting into it because of my cousins. They were all into it and watching wrestling, and we would always, pretend to be a wrestler. I would always be Batista, and we would have little wrestling matches in our backyard, stuff like that. And they kind of got me into it. And from the moment I first kind of laid eyes on it, I was like, "Yep, this is it. This is what I want to do." Um, and I kind of never let go of that sort of dream, And but naturally, as you get older, real life kind of can get in the way of things. So I ended up joining the military, obviously, and then when I got stationed out here in 2016, I had thought about it. I started looking up schools out here, but I just could never pull the trigger for whatever reason. I'd make every excuse in the world. Then eventually I said, you know what, screw it. This is something I want to do. I need to pull the trigger. And yeah, September 2017, I started my training.
Yeah, you went to SoCal Pro too, right?
Yeah, man, that was where I got my start. That was the first time I started working on my basics and everything like that.
Yeah, I just went for my birthday because it was like around my birthday. So I went like 2 or 3 years ago just to try it out. Cause I like wrestling so much, but I kind of just wanted to see how I was to train. So I was like, let me go out there. So it was cool, but shit, I'm a little older, man. So I was like, it's too late for me to start. Like if I was younger, like if I would have just got out the military, I would have just went into it. But now I'm like, shit, I'm almost 39, 40 years old. So I'm like, body don't heal the same. Especially when you new to it. Like I said, I ain't saying like you can't do it at that age, but I'm saying it's harder when you new doing that shit. So I was like, that shit hurt.
Oh yeah, no,
So
even what's up?
no, what you saying?
I was gonna say, and even for me, like I'm 23. Not saying that I'm old by any means, but even like, 'cause I started at 20, and so the bumps and the bruises kind of healed a little bit quicker a few years ago than even now. So I get what you're saying.
And then I was like, what's your hometown?
I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Okay. Yeah, you close to me. I'm from Mississippi.
Oh, dope. Yeah. I used to go to Mississippi all the time. That's where my grandpa lives. So I used to go hang out there and go do all the country stuff, riding the four wheelers and all that good stuff. But
So then I would say, so how would you describe yourself? Like Jordan Cruz, the wrestler, how would you describe yourself?
okay, well, I say I've gone through a couple evolutions of my character. I started out as just pure athlete, football player type of gimmick. With the Letterman jacket, and everything was sports. Anytime I would be cutting a promo or talking during the match, I would use football terminology. And slowly over time, kind of developed into more of like a pretty boy, egotistical sort of thing. And now I've kind of more coming into my own, kind of just being my normal true self, which is just kind of just a wrestler, I don't know, kind of that underdog mentality. very Rocky Balboa, myself against the world, and that's kind of what I'm going for now.
And then I see you on Championship Wrestling a lot.
No, yeah,
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
yeah, man. That started up about September, October time frame. I had I got an opportunity to wrestle for a primetime live,
Hmm.
the little pay per views they were doing.
Yeah, I watch it.
Yeah, somebody was supposed to wrestle Chris Dickinson, but I'm not sure who it was. But they called out; they couldn't make it for whatever reason. So I got the opportunity to replace them, and I impressed enough that they wanted to bring me on at a regular showcase for myself on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and from there I've been on just about every month.
That's what's up. So, where else have you wrestled so far?
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said, where else have you wrestled?
Where else? Let's see. Well, my start was at SoCal Pro. Uh, Other main places I wrestled at Fifth Combat for a while, Inoki Dojo in LA, Ground Zero, and Level Up Pro Wrestling. That's kind of my current home promotion and where I train regularly. Beyond that, I was able to go up north, Best of the West in San Jose. I wrestled for Gold Rush in San Francisco, AWF in Arizona, and Future Stars Wrestling in Vegas. That's the off the top of my head. I know I've wrestled for other smaller places, but those are the places that I kind of go to at a more regular basis.
Yeah, I had Ben on the show from Future Stars, the referee Ben Hall. Yeah, I had him on the show. I said, have you ever thought about because I was looking at like you remember how like Tara Valkyrie or Mark Jindrak, how they was wrestling in Mexico for a while. You ever thought about that? Or have you wrestled in Mexico yet?
I did one show in Mexico, Arena de Sparta in Mexicali. It was kind of a quick. Uh, I I didn't know about it until necessarily the week of, so I didn't really get to do a good job of like promoting it very well. But that's absolutely a goal of mine is to sooner than later get back down there and start wrestling. And yeah, man, and I love the lucha style. I think I'm pretty good at it, and I definitely want to try my hand at it. So yeah, I definitely have goals like CMLL, AAA down the road. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was asking you, so how did you come up with your move set?
That's just a over time thing. Just it's all about playing to your strengths. What am I good at? What am I not so good at? Things that I may not be as good at, kind of push it to the side. Whereas the I'm athletic, so I can jump and I'm strong. So it's a lot of the technical wrestling style, suplexes, um, arm drags, things like that. And then I'm athletic, so I can get up there. So, drop kicks, anything that can get me in the air.
Mm. And then I was reading you a personal trainer as well.
Yep. That's something I'm currently getting into right now. That's kind of in my free time. I'm going to school right now to get my personal training certification, and yeah, because that's the other thing I'm passionate about wrestling, and then I'm passionate about fitness, and I think I've got a unique perspective, being involved in sports, involved in the military, involved in wrestling, and then just on my own personal journey in working out. I think I can offer something that'll help people out.
Mm. So what's your other interest?
My other interests besides those,
Yeah.
yeah, when wrestling isn't going on, which it kind of takes up a lot of my life. Um, I'm pretty laid back, easygoing kind of guy, man. I realize I love living on the coast. I can never move back to the middle of the U.S. I like the beach too much, so I like. I haven't tried surfing too much, but I do like to bodyboard on occasion. Um, Besides that, I like to go on hikes. I like to stay active, keep moving around. Um, kickbacks, hanging out with wrestling friends, having grill outs. It's pretty easy going.
And I'd say, how long do you see yourself like doing pro wrestling?
Until until somebody tells me I can, or until my body tells me I can't. You know, I mean, I
Well,
will.
shit, I be looking at Rob Van Dam still going, so he's still doing the moves too.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. If you take care of yourself, and he definitely does. Recovery, and I mean, that dude is so flexible and stretching and taking care of himself. You can do it as long as you want, and that's the day it stops being fun for me. I'll stop doing it, but it's still just a blast.
Yeah, I was looking at I was watching some old stuff like the death matches. What you think about the death matches? I was watching that David Arquette death match he did with Nick Gage. What you
Oh
think of?
yeah.
You did any death matches yet?
I've been in two. I've not been in a death match specifically, because that kind of takes on there's a stigma with that, and an expectation with a death match that's a little bit more extreme than what I've done. I've done some hardcore street fight type of matches, and and they're fun, man. They're obviously fun to watch, and it's a little bit intimidating getting into it. Uh, Beforehand, it's like, man, I'm about to do some crazy stuff, but once you do it, it's like an itch that you need to scratch it. Once you scratch it, you just want to scratch it again. So I think they're fun. I'm totally down to do it. I'm not down to do it every night, and I definitely don't want to become like a deathmatch wrestler. But I think that there's a place for it in the business, and I love it. If it makes sense, if there's a story that makes sense with it, I absolutely be down to do it.
Yeah, I just think. Well, I didn't even know that Dean Ambrose was all into that. Well, John Moxley, I didn't know that's how he kind of came up with Combat Zone Wrestling. But I'm just like, man, it's like you already gonna get hurt. You have a chance to get hurt doing wrestling, but doing that shit, you really got a chance to get hurt. I don't even know how you walk out not hurt doing that shit. I was like, man, that shit look crazy. I was like,
and
man,
and, and that's kind of the trick, is they all walk out hurt
yeah,
after. No way not to. But that's kind of the fun of it, especially like you see it on TV growing up, and you see all these guys hitting each other with chairs. Obviously, things like Mick Foley being tossed off the cell, like
mm-hmm.
the thing resonates with certain people, and any chance to kind of replicate that, you got to take it.
Mm. That's what's up. Now, who you said, but you was talking about Batista earlier. Who are your favorite wrestlers?
My favorite wrestler of all time, fitting them in San Diego, is Rey Mysterio.
Have you met him yet?
I have. I met him once before as a fan. I went to WrestleMania 30. This was well before I started training, and I got the chance to. I just bumped into him, and so that was a super cool experience as a fan. And then now, he trains with us. So at Level Up Pro Wrestling, head coach there is B Boy, and he drops in from time to time, and it's awesome to get a chance to train with them, especially somebody who's a role model like he was to me. You know,
And then who is where is B Boy from? I was trying to figure him out, read about him.
B Boy's from here, from the area, from San Diego. But he's wrestled all over the place, man. Um, he's also, speaking of John Moxley. He's wrestled John Moxley in CZW. He's a CZW Hall of Famer. Uh, he's wrestled in Lucha Underground. He's been all over the world, uh, doing this stuff over 20 years. I think he's on like year 23 now. So kind of wild.
Yeah, it's tight. Was he wasn't in Blackout, was he? You
Blackout.
remember that group Blackout? They had because I'm trying to talk to what's the guy name I'm trying to talk to too? It's another guy I'm trying to talk to from that crew from CZW. I forgot his name though. But yeah, I've been trying to watch more. See, I can't find the videos though. I'm trying to find more of the movie, all the shows from C. What is the Combat Zone Wrestling? I'm trying to find the videos. I can't find them.
Yeah, sometimes this stuff gets lost in the internet. It's like, where did this stuff go?
Man, I would say, have you did any tag team wrestling yet, or like you have a tag team partner? Or
I currently don't have a tag team partner or anything. I do love tag team wrestling. It's fun. It's challenging. It's more challenging in my opinion than a singles match because you just have more people involved. Uh, it's something I'm definitely always interested in. I like what I've got going on right now as far as uh, the singles run that I'm kind of going on.
Mhm.
Um, I've been part of tag teams in the past, and they're it's fun. And it's fun because especially if it's with someone you're cool with and it's with your friend, then it's just you're wrestling with your friends. So that's simply.
Yeah, I was talking about the guy I was trying to say his name was Ruckus, so I was trying to talk to him too. So I was trying to see. I know they probably fought because they both was in the same combat zone wrestling together. Yeah, yeah, man. Shit. What would you say to anybody that wanted to be a pro wrestler? Any kid out there that wanted to start a career as a pro wrestler?
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'd say the big thing is it comes down to is respect. You know, you got to come in and you got to have a respect for wrestling business itself, respect for the trainers, the people who have wrestled before you, and then not only that, but you also have to have respect for the people you're training with and the people who have yet to train. So the past, present, and future of wrestling. As long as you do that, you come in humble and ready to work hard, you'll be fine. Yeah, that's the big thing.
And I say, what do you think about? I know a lot of kids they try to learn by doing backyard wrestling.
I got nothing against it. I feel like we all have done it in some capacity. Some people have made it a little bit more like actually filming themselves.
Yeah, maybe more high level. They recording and shit.
Right. Yeah. And that's fine. But just if you're gonna do it, you need to go out and get trained. I've got nothing against going out there and having fun and doing your thing, but you can't walk into a professional wrestling ring without the training. You'll get eaten alive.
Mm. And what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Well, obviously, thank you guys because you can't do it without you. There are some wrestlers out there who get kind of annoyed at fans at times. Not to name names or call anyone out, and I get it, but at the end of the day, uh, without the fans, without the support, I wouldn't be where I'm at. You know what I mean? Uh, Without me getting my opportunity on Primetime Live, if all the fans had just completely ragged on me, told me that I sucked or things like that, I probably wouldn't have gotten any more opportunity. But because they all showed their support, it was kind of overwhelming, actually. And then the promoters, the powers that be, saw that. So uh, what you do and what you say online matters.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
But yeah, no problem, man. That was fun.
Yeah, no doubt. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna plug myself. Shout out if you want to follow me on social media on Instagram and Twitter at Jordan Cruz Pro, or Facebook at Jordan Cruz. And also follow Level Up Pro Wrestling. If there's anyone out there who you want to get your start and you're in the San Diego area, come through and we'll train you guys. And then also be on the lookout for Level Up Pro Wrestling. We have been taping these shows with our students.
Mm.
It's going to be going out on IWTV starting in February. So
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be some dope matches from a bunch of young, hungry lions here in the world of professional wrestling.
Yeah, I see they're in look like they're in La Mesa.
Yep, La Mesa, California.
Yeah, I gotta check. What y'all doing your shows at? Oh, the show's just gonna be online.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously, just with the whole pandemic and everything, there's no fans, unfortunately. But what we've been doing is we've been doing these tapings every week, and starting in February, probably mid-February, they're going to be dropping on IWTV. That's Independent Wrestling TV. So, you can download the app on your phone or look it up on your computer, and they're going to be awesome.
It look like Dominique be training there too.
Dominic does train there. Yeah, it's train with him all the time. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at the website right now. So yeah, I gotta. I'm gonna check. Look, we'll be on the lookout for the videos and stuff. All right, we out. Let me turn this off. Make sure y'all check out. You already showed. You already said your social media and everything, right?
Yeah, man. I'm all good.